now, Tom Neilson.
So, in my undergrad days, there was this woman who I was very, very, very close to, and I wanted to take that relationship a step further, but was too shy to pursue it. And I had made up my mind to leave the country during the war back in 1970, and she and I said our goodbyes in this parking lot in downtown, and she drove off in her little red Valiant. And I never saw or heard from her again until 40 years later, 1,000 miles from home. 2 hours to go before the show, it came to me backstage. There was on your face a familiar trace, couldn't be covered with age. Well, you're 60 now, and I don't know how, but I must be 62. 40 years ago, so long ago, I was in love with you. 40 years ago, we sang to fine Palestrina, a Renaissance act we were. And now you're working up my songs, still naturals with her. Of all the music halls in all the cities in the world, you had to walk into mine. And now we're singing harmonies that had been lost in time. We sang 40 years of love songs in the show we did that night. We sang 40 years of harmonies that still were just as tight. Though your name wasn't on the billing, you were the high point of the show, and an encore for a memory before you had to go. We were seniors in that college town in 1969. But I was too slow to let you know I thought I had more time. You were married by the end of June. You said it was your big regret. And I was gone avoiding Vietnam, said goodbye to our duet. But tonight the crowd thinks we're a pair. They thought you were my wife. They thought that we were on the road, how we spent our life. Well, they're roaring now, they're on their feet, and I feel you take my hand. At these microphones, let this life begin, not to be a one-night stand. We sang 40 years of love songs in the show I did that night. We sang 40 years of harmonies that still were just as tight. Though your name wasn't on the billing, you were the high point of the show, and an encore for a memory before you had to go. Well, the concert's done and the crowd is gone, and you're packing up with me. You looked again into my eyes, you kissed me tenderly, but you said your husband's waiting up. You said he didn't know. You kissed me and you drove away, just like 40 years ago, just like 40 years ago. If we had a time machine, Could we have another chance? Would our lives have turned out differently if we had had our own romance? I didn't want to leave you. 40 years it's been. But for an hour on stage tonight, we were in love again. We were in love again.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Is that recorded?
Yeah, it's on, I forget which album it's on.
Oh, that's a great song.
Is there a way to find out which album it's on?
You know, if I don't get it together to figure it out, just send me an email and I'll let you know which one it's on.